like a new El Camino.
Oh fuck!
The heck? What happened, Tom?
I didn't do anything wrong. It didn't make the jump.
I like how on Facebook you always see, oh, they're gonna bring back the El Camino, and it's always a picture of a Holden, like from over in Australia, with the Chevy emblem on it. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
what is
those
this,
people.
Fucking GTO?
Yeah.
Or the Chevy
like
SS?
I don't like that GTO they came out with 2 years ago.
It's not even
foreign.
a GTO. It's a Holden.
Foreign.
It's from Australia. That's why.
But I mean, it looks foreign. It doesn't look
it's
like
legit Chevy.
No,
it's the
the
Chevy company
Holden
in Australia.
Commodore. It's the Holden Commodore.
It's ugly.
That's what it's called in Australia, and then in the U.S. they just renamed it the GTO.
And still GM though, but it's from Australia.
I mean,
oh fuck!
The Holden Ute is awesome. But don't base the El Camino off that. Kind of give it a different look. Like, let the Holden Ute be its own thing. Because that thing is awesome. People in Australia, they're lucky to have that as their sports car.
Tom, this is all I gotta say. Oh, you bastard.
You fucked that up, dude.
Let's wait. All I gotta say.
Tom's like, I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
That's what he listens to when he's going to work in his
Justin,
F-150.
that's why you buy a truck.
Still don't like pickup trucks.
In this picture, dude?
What'd you say, Tom?
What trucks am I looking at in this picture?
Okay, so you're gonna be looking at my old truck.
Ford F-150.
That's the one you're gonna be looking at. The one that's all put together, not the one that's all taken apart.
Then one's missing a headlight.
That's my friend's old 78, which we were restoring at the time.
The other one's
so,
like 85-ish. I don't know. 80...
Mine was 86.
86.
His was a 78. But, okay, so, in the first picture I sent you, is a side-by-side, and you can barely tell because of how shitty the picture quality is, but if you look at the front wheel, you see how, bigger the tire is?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's my 35-inch tires, and if you look at the rim, you see how it's set inwards, like the inside part is in, and then the rim is, like, sticking out?
Deep dish?
That's what deep dish is.
Alright,
and then
deep dish was.
And then if you look at the third picture I sent, you can really tell, because all you see is fucking rim, and then the tire sticking out of the wheel well. Clorox is a waste of space.
Who said that?
Todd.
Is he in here?
And Tom, I'm gonna show you. And this,
I think, on the ramp.
Tom, this was my El Camino.
I'll do it.
How many fucking cars do you have?
Tom, I had a lot of cars when I was younger.
You're 21.
Yeah.
How much younger are we talking about?
Like,
when he was like 1,
I literally
he learned to drive.
probably had 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. 4.
Okay, so I got my truck, the Cheyenne, when I was 3, pretty much, because my grandfather died, but wasn't old enough, so my grandmom pretty much drove it until I was of age. And then, growing up, my best friend had a farm, and he always had, like, he would always save up money from his allowance and working on the farm. His parents would always give him money, of course, for working on the farm. And he would save up money and, like, buy a truck. And so I started doing the same thing with money I would get. So, what was it? When I was younger, though, the El Caminos I got, the old man that lives here, when I first moved here, I had no friends here, so I would, when I wasn't over at my friend's house on the farm, I'd be here bored as shit. And instead of sitting inside, I'd rather be outside doing something. So I always used to work for him, pretty much. And instead of paying me money, he went and bought me a car. And then he bought me another car, which was the two El Caminos. And then,
the El Caminos. What year are the El Caminos?
well, I sent you 2 pictures, and it's the same El Camino. And it's 85. And this was my second El Camino that he bought me.
Why
because
wasn't
the
it
first
68?
Well, 85.
Because first off, this was only 87 was the last year of El Camino.
Yeah.
68 was
and
the coolest one.
Zach, do you know how much that costs?
Don't worry about the cost. I got you.
Zach, listen. This old man is cheap as hell. He
Look,
only
I just
paid
bought Tom
like
his F-150 and
Yeah.
Justin his Buick.
Buy me a Ranchero.
I can buy you an El Camino.
Ew.
Those are
Chevy
kinda
did that
ugly.
better. Chevy did it better.
Like,
Let's be
what
honest.
was it? Like 71, 72? They kind of looked like.
Okay, that was
One right
decent.
there was
That
good
was
looking.
because
Oh,
of the
what was the crappy
Torino
looking
front
one?
end.
That was
70,
probably
70,
what it was. I don't like the
69.
Torino front end.
60, I mean, no, 69, 70, and 71 was the best looking years because it had the Torino front end.
I don't like those at all. The ones with the Torino front end.
I do.
You're dumb. That's the best looking years. If you think those are the ugly years, you're crazy.
Well, the best looking El Camino ones are the early 70s, too. Like
No,
the 71
no, 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 no.
looking-
No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no. 70 and before.
Maybe 68, 69, 70, 71.
70.
Chevelle.
No, 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 no. 70 and before.
No.
70 and before. Because when it goes to the single
I like the
headlights, those
72,
things are ugly.
71.
Those are ugly.
Anything
They have
after
single
that,
headlights.
73 is ugly. 74 is ugly.
Quad. Okay, the reason why I like the earlier ones is because the quad headlights. I hate the dual ones. They look so ugly. When they had the 4 headlights up front, so beautiful. Like, I'm looking
That's
at a
the
60... Yeah, 70's the last year of dual headlights. Of the quads. 71 went to dual. And I hated that, because I like quad headlights. I think it looks so much better.
Well, that's the 70s.
Yep, 70 and before. That's why I said 70 and earlier.
71 and 72 had those single headlights.
Yep. Single.
Same basic
On each
car.
side. The same car, just
And then-
different grills and
then
taillights.
73 was just pure ugly. It was just big bumpers.
Yep. The only other car I'd own from like the late 70s would be a Laguna.
Well, that was like the sporty version, right, of the car?
Yeah, that was the last year the 454 SS was in the Lagunas. And the only reason why they even had that was for NASCAR.
A Lagonda?
Laguna.
Laguna. It was kind of like the...
I thought he was talking about the Aston Martin.
No, the Chevy Laguna,
yeah.
which was used in NASCAR, and then it got banned because of the front end being too aerodynamic.
It did?
Mm-hmm.
The Laguna? That was aerodynamic?
Yep. Yep.
I guess that may
Because they were trying. If you look back at the Plymouth Superbird, it pretty much almost had like a nose cone on it, just like Superbird.
Well, the Superbird, come on, they made that just for that.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't they?
They said they could legit get sideways and it would just right itself because of the fucking stabilizers in the back. Because it worked as a wing for downforce, but then also the side ones acted as like stabilizer rudders on like an airplane. So like when the car's SN would like start to get a little bit sideways, the air would hit it and push it back straight. And that's legit what Richard Petty said, and Richard Petty would know since he drove the Superbird.
And the GTX.
Or no, it was a Roadrunner.
Or Roadrunner, yep.
But then also he did run the Belvedere and the Belvedere GTX.
That's in the 60s, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
But he, you know, I know that much. And then, the next year, Plymouth was like, oh no, we can't have this. So they built the Superbird and got him back. But,
I got it?
when they would, if they didn't have a Superbird, like let's say they, went to like cross country to a race and they wrecked the Superbird, and however many Superbirds they had, they also had a Roadrunner that he would race, because it's legit the same car, just don't have the nose cone and the rear wing. Like his race at, I forget where it was, but he flipped and he was pretty much dangling out of the car. That was a Roadrunner in '70 instead of the Superbird.
I feel like that was at Darlington.
Yep, it was at Darlington,
I think.
where he was pretty much, it had his arm hanging out the window when he, like, upside down. Yep. That's the wreck I'm talking about. And that's honestly when his mom or grandma made the first ever window net.
Yeah,
This
his
is for
grandmother.
New Year.
Yep. Because of that wreck right there. And then after that, once he put it on his car, NASCAR made it mandatory for every car. But,
So when we started saying you're buying a race car, what car are you buying? A G-body,
Monte Carlo
Monte
probably.
Carlo.
Or, I wouldn't mind getting a third-gen Camaro, but
Oh,
only
there we
because...
go. There we
Well,
go.
hold on,
That's the best
hold on.
Oh.
Shut up.
Wait a
The
minute.
only,
You shut
the
up.
reason why,
It's okay.
the reason, wait, what?
Oh, now Dickhead's passing me here.
Is that the
Wait,
smaller
Tom,
one?
what'd you say?
Just stay back there. The adult
It's the
assault.
one from the 80s.
That's like the IROC Z Camaro.
Yeah, the IROC Z
Wait a minute,
Camaro
wait a
from
minute,
like
from
the
the
80s. Yeah.
That's the smaller one. That's the smaller.
It's the
Well,
slow
the
one.
reason why I would even run that is, one, it's legal. Two, it has a 5, I can get a 5-speed. And Monte Carlos, of course, they never came with manuals. And I'd rather have manual, because then I can just clutch kick it to fucking get it sideways through the corner. Unlike with an automatic, where I just gotta stomp it and turn.
Again,
What?
Darkwood just took me
Oh. Yeah, I don't like him.
I don't like him now.
But,
Oh, I'm about
the
to take
second
Tom
thought.
out.
yeah, the only reason why I
not
would
quite.
choose a Camaro over the G-Body Monte Carlo is the Camaro I can get with a manual, unlike the Monte Carlo. And I can't put a manual in the Monte Carlo because they will not allow it. You gotta have the original motor and transmission with the car. Or like the original, like if the car came with a 305 automatic, you could put in a 350 because that's the biggest motor you can have, but you can't go bigger than a 350. But you gotta keep it automatic. You gotta keep the original transmission with the car for the car. Type of transmission.
I'm on a mission.
Oh, you bastard.
No, I'll look up the rules and I'll
Just
send
tell
them
me
to
that's
you
Darkwood
guys.
1, 'cause I'm gonna fucking be pissed. He did.
Yeah, the next time.
Yeah, he did, and that was the second time he wrecked me. The first time I was like, alright, it was probably an accident. Well, no.
Well, the other day, fucking Chase Water was wrecking me like a dipshit.
He was wrecking me. Chase was wrecking me too.
One of their old friends in their crew.
Well, it wasn't really him, it was the other one. D-Train was blocked.
Well, no, and then Chase was legit wrecking me. Like, he was, like, overdriving corners and constantly slamming into me. And then one time, go ahead, Charlie.
He just, well, yeah.
Yeah, but then he was taking out other people in the process.
And then, what was it? Stark.
Oh, he said,
Stark did. Stark.
Yeah, he just ran the back of me in the last race and this race twice. It's like, the first time I was like, alright, maybe it was an accident, but this time.
Nope. But no, what I was saying was yesterday, it was just pretty much me and Chase side by side, no one around us. And then he just turned straight hard into me, and we're going straight too. Just turned straight right into me. Hard shit too, and spins me out. And then he was going to sit there and say he got bumped. Bullshit. So next time I got near him, I spun him out. That Chase Water guy.
Wait, that's why I said we should just stop inviting these random people.
That's why I sat there and pretty much called him out in front of everyone. I was like, all right, I know who my next target is, and K-Dog was like, who? I was like, who was it? Someone said the K-Dog or Zach, and I was like, no. I think it was you, Zach. You were like, me. I was like, no. I was like, it's gonna be Chase Water.
Oh, I was in that race.
Yeah, I didn't care. I was gonna call him right out. And I kept my promise too. First lap, first corner. Gave him the fucking bumper. He went around. I laughed.
Don't want to go first in this one.
Come on.
I mean, that's why we should just keep the playlist between the 8 to like 10 of us, you know? Kevin just adds anybody he races with ever as a friend, and then turns out they're not as cool as they seem to be.
Like shit, most of the time when I bring people, they're cool. Like the only person I've really brought over to you guys was Hobby.
I don't bring anybody. BJ's the only person I brought, and Bailey. Those two.
But the only reason Hobby is because me and him are best friends and we always race together.
Yeah, me and Bailey used to be in a racing crew on PS3, but they all died, and it was just me and him.
The old guy.
As in, like, they either never got a PS4, or, like, just, you know, yeah. It was like 2 or 3 years, and then Bailey just says, hey, what's up, man? Out of nowhere, I'm like, hey, what up? I kept them on my friends list, because I kept thinking we were going to race together again someday, so I guess we did.
For me, I was in School of Twisted for the longest time. Wax, do you remember that?
Oh.
School of Twisted. I think you were in there, or raced with us. Papa Twisted, Ruthless Homie.
That, I'm gonna land.
Yeah, you remember all that?
Thank you for moving.
Yeah, I'll say, I'm pretty sure you used to race with all of us. I can't remember if you were part of, like, the fucking tournaments or not. Can't remember that. Yeah, so, me and you've been racing since then, together. Shit, I was the one that fucking pretty much got the tournament started because I made a Hot Ring playlist. And then after that, we just all started doing the tournament. I was the one who started all that, and then because of people being assholes and shit, Papa Twisted pretty much became the race master. Because I just couldn't deal with all the bullshit in the fucking lobbies that I was hosting. Because I would get people that were complete dickheads to get in there, and then you can't fucking delete them out. And that's when Papa Twisted took over, because then he would just make a invite-only free mode session, invite everyone into there, and then he would always do it right the first time, unlike me, where I would always fuck it up somehow, because I'm always making a ton of bugs.
Yes!
Well, I'll say you've been racing with Hobby as well, because that's me and Hobby been racing since back then. When pretty much when Hobby left, I was still there, but me and Hobby, I was the only one he like pretty much stayed in touch with out of everyone in there. I think it was
Does he
because
have
me
a
and him.
Facebook?
Yeah,
He came up in like Tanner Hobson came up in my people you may know. I'm like, wait, is this him?
the
I
chunkier
didn't,
guy.
yeah, with
Yeah, that's him.
glasses and
Yeah, that's him.
almost looks like BJ. I didn't add him because I was like, I don't know for sure if it was him or not.
He has like a chew in, probably.
I think it was him then.
If he had a lip in, then I'm pretty sure it's him. I can't remember if he had a lip in his profile picture or not, but I think he did. But he's in like the front seat of a car or something.
I think so.
Yep, that's him. Dude, all you gotta look is mutual friends.
I
If
think
you see
your
me,
name was on there.
yeah, then you should have just added him, because that'd be him.
Yeah, I'll add him when I get the chance then, I guess.
Tanner Hobson. H-O-B. Yeah, Hobson.
Sound like Hobby was working a lot today.
What was it, 37 hours or some shit, he said?
Yeah.
Fuck
I don't
that.
get how you could even like work that long.
Dude, my uncle did, but he made $200,000 a year. Even more. Because of overtime. He would even make double time.
Yeah,
Exactly what
I was
happened.
just thinking.
Because he had damages from like when he was younger. He has a plate in his neck, plates in his arm. Oh yeah, he's beat. He also was in the army for a while when he was younger.
Who?
My uncle.
Oh.
My good uncle, I should say. But what else? So oh, there you go. Shit. Fucking my grandfather was a Marine. I think he was like the head artilleryman. I forget what it's called. Because I know he was a artillery fucking thing in the Marine Corps. So he wouldn't see action probably that much. He would just be a little bit away from the front line shooting artillery. Well, yeah, Cheyenne Mountain. But Cheyenne Mountain. Cheyenne, or is that in Wyoming? That's in Wyoming. My bad. It's Wyoming. But
Is that where Bush
what?
went?
Uh, no, he wasn't. He was in a plane. If he was underground, if it was underground, then it was Cheyenne Mountain, and I'm pretty sure that's in Wyoming. Because Cheyenne Mountain is like the top military base that's underground and impenetrable. But what was I saying? Fucking yeah, my uncle did. He worked over at Delaware City at a plastic manufacturing plant. He would mostly make like PVC pipe and shit. And he was like the foreman, so like he rode around on a bike and had to manage everything and call people to come fix shit and like do all kinds of shit. So he did that for about maybe 10 years. And after that, he was just so beat up from doing all that, he just pretty much just retired on disability. And now he got a CDL and he's a truck driver. He drives cross country, hauling shit.
I did the best I could to stay off of you.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, you're bad.
So it isn't Colorado. I thought it was in Wyoming. I knew it was either. So I was right the first time.
Did you
Well,
guys want to
that's
do
if
a
they'll.
playlist after
Well,
this?
wait a second. You got a second-star general as an uncle, so you'll be able to get in.
We can
But
do
like
whatever.
anyone that's like a civilian that don't have any high brass family members, they're not getting in there.
What'd you say, Tom?
No, there's one more race. I thought there was.
Yeah.
We can do whatever.
I'm gonna do a hot ring playlist. I'm pretty sure Quarles.
Oh my god. I think the Lancia Stratos is coming to GT Sport. Oh my god.
What?
We're gonna have a party.
What?
What?
I think the Lancia Stratos is coming to GT Sport. Oh my god.
Pain about to jizz himself.
I will if it comes. You can... I can assure you I will.
Oh god.
And I can assure you I will if the Countach 25th anniversary
Alright,
comes
happy
too.
birthday.
Oh. Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
it's already out.
It's already out.
It's out.
I just seen the commercial
Yep.
today.
Yeah, and I saw them a lot.
Honestly,
They're
like,
like 30.
they start at like 29,000.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
For a base. But if you want to get
Yeah.
some stuff in, it's like 30 something.
And the first Gladiator, Jeep Gladiator, rolled off the assembly line today.
Now what's that? Is that a pickup Jeep?
Yep.
Is that the pickup?
Yep, 4-door with a bed.
It's like the one from the 80s.
Yeah.
I think they had them.
It's, to be honest, it's like a CJ8.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. But it's like a new 4-door Jeep, but instead of like the little back part being enclosed, it's like a bed. Oh my god, man. Hold on, let me show you what my CJ5 looked like. It was a piece
This
of shit.
is
I got
not
it
gonna end
for
well for me.
I got stuck with this trash car again.
Wait, if I can guess, rotate it, rotate it, rotate it, and boom.
Should I go get that kill?
The ball
my
say
God.
up top looked good, but when you looked underneath, it was fucked.
Oh my neck.
What the fuck?
What
Why
the
did my
heck
car
is
get
that?
spin out? My car got spun out.
Oh, wait a minute.
What do you think is wrong with the panel?
I think it's Kevin. I'm in the blue pariah.
It's a piranha.
With a crappy wing on it.
Steve Estrada. Not even his name, is it? What's his first name? Eric.
Henry Ford.
Eric Estrada.
Really?
I was just trying to remember his first name.
Where's he from?
Chips.
Whoa.
Never seen it. I just know because I've seen it on Count's Customs.
Sorry, coming over.
Yeah, I know. But when you're from the 80s and like you're into all the hairband scene, well, he's big into like the hairband like scene, so that's how he is.
Oh my god, what am I doing?
He had his own TV show back in the day.
Count.
Was that the TV show?
Not
Why can I not?
probably
Why
not.
can I turn my car?
I don't
My car
know.
won't turn.
Do you have your
What the fuck?
headset? Do you have your headset fucking thing in the?
No.
His controller is probably just wore out and doesn't even function anymore.
I can't turn my. Now I can turn. What the fuck is that shit?
You got the wrong setup.
He uses that Pariah so much his steering box gave out, and his front tires are bald.
I'm not trying to fucking spin in a circle.
Did you snap a front axle? Like on the fucking Duramaxes at tractor pools?
You're not
The
driving
Cadillac
a vehicle.
doesn't do that.
And also, you guys ever see the videos of like the GMCs and like the Chevy Duramaxes at like a sled pull, and they sit there and fucking snap the front end and the fucking
And their
tires?
engine explodes.
No, I just see the tires just turn inwards. Them Duramaxes don't explode. That's more of a 6.0 power stroke.
Oh! I
So do
just...
you
Them
guys want to do
6.0
a hot
Ford power
playlist?
strokes are junk.
I don't know, probably like 6 or 7. Maybe
I'm
8.
down
Six.
for whatever.
I say 6 because I can't be up that late.
Oh jeez, where's the Cadillac?
Oh, Tom's gonna beat me? I freaking hate this.
I hate you. Happy birthday.
Douchebag. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Get back here, fucking Cadillac, you fucking motherfucker!
No! Dang it, I was just flying for a bit.
I saw your shadow going over me, I'm like, no fucking way.
No, my thing just, like, the Cadillac just broke and I, like, just drove off.
Thank God.
Or it was one of those, like, went off the jump sideways and then just...
Zach, when you get your birthday?
Not really, no. Got $100. Well, it's gonna go towards a ticket.
Like a driving ticket?
Yep.
Like were you speeding?
Now doing a right turn on red.
Aren't you allowed to do that in,
Not when there's a sign telling you you can't. No, he didn't get me anything. I was upset.
Justin, you gotta join us in a playlist.
So how does Reed Sorensen give you chocolate? Is it like...
Justin, you gotta join us.
Maybe.
Walks over.
Hurry up and get
Walks
online.
over.
I'm about to make it.
He's from Sweden.
I'll join after this game.
Justin, are you streaming?
Yes, I am.
Damn it.
Yeah, Justin, that was a bit much, man.
How long did you work today, Justin?
5.5. I won't be on next Friday.
You working?
He's not so disappointed.
I'll be back in a sec. I gotta take the dog out. I'm sorry.
Alright, that's fine.
No, I have
you
a
guys want,
concert.
North Wilkesboro in it?
Is that the short one?
Yeah. Gorda, 3-way, Chiliad Peak Raceway, North Wilkesboro.
Dirt run.
Yeah, I know Dirt Rain, Walking the Ledge only made there. I'll get put Talladega.
Fucking God, man.
What?
Hope this bitch dies. Shit, 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 shit.
Don't be putting out on a fucking live stream.
Hey, Clorox, that CJ is a CJ5.